till Quebec, Matt Sundin.
Sundin scores! Bruce Puck score! Matt Sundin!
And Daryl Chipper's record for points has been eclipsed.
Sundin scores! Holy mackerel! He has a laser going tonight.
2 goals on the night. Matt Sundin wins the game with 500 in this terrific career. What a story written by the captain of the Maple Leafs.
It started in Quebec City, it ended in Vancouver, but it was the time in between, in Toronto, that defined the hockey career of Matt Sundin. Today, back home in Sweden, that career officially came to an end as Sundin announced his retirement. Corey Warren has more in this report.
It was just time, I think. Obviously not an easy decision, but I just feel with body and soul right now, it's just telling me it's time to quit my professional career as a hockey player.
He will go down as one of the best players in Maple Leafs history, but there was a time where accepting the role as captain was in question.
I had a great talk with Boris Salming. I asked him that I was asked to be the captain, and he said, you know what? He said, you should take that right away, he said, because he remembered and he told me he regretted that the rest of his career and after his hockey career that he was asked to be the captain and he declined.
He was a good captain for the Toronto Maple Leafs and certainly an honest, everyday performer that was very dependable.
I learned so much from Matt. I think it was a pleasure playing with him. I couldn't ask, I don't think any of us who played with him could ask for a better guy to be your captain, your leader.
Sundin leaves the game as the Leafs' all-time leading scorer, the NHL's all-time leading Swedish scorer, and an Olympic gold medalist. But he never led the Leafs to the promised land, failing to reach the Stanley Cup final or win a cup to end a franchise drought that famously stretches back to 1967.
I think we had, over a period there, late 90s, early 2000s, I thought we had a really good teams in Toronto for 5-6 years where constantly we were around 100 points. And one of those years, 2 runs to the conference finals and would have been the best chance.
There's lots of players who, stuck it out in towns where they don't win a cup, and they're doing other things that are just as valuable.
He's won in every stage in Sweden, and I know he would have liked to win the Stanley Cup for sure. That was the biggest thing for him, but he's going to be remembered as a winner.
Sundin's legacy in Toronto hit a speed bump in his final season with the Leafs. Asked to waive his no-trade clause, Sundin declined, staying with the club through the end of the season. However, upon his return with Vancouver, Sundin was welcomed like a hero.
It was a very emotional night and something that it's going to make something I'll think about, the rest of my career. It was really a special night for me.
Sundin does admit that it does feel nice not having to play and practice every day, and he adds jokingly that if he could only play in the playoffs, then he might play for another 10 years. Corey Warren, TSN, Huntsville, Ontario.
Now, there is no doubting Matt Sundin's career numbers with the Leafs, how great he was, leading in almost every offensive